God, I want to thank you for allowing us to see yet another day. Thank you for waking us up today. Thank you for keeping us close. Thank you for protecting us from things seen and unseen. I want to thank you for just being you. Thank you for being you. Thank you for always being in control. Thank you for your partnership with us. Thank you for everything you're doing behind the scenes. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
My name is White Tiger. After taking some time from streaming, I've come back with only one goal: to be myself. But to do that, I can't be the streamer I once was. To honor the stream's memory, I must be someone else. I must be something else.
Ladies and gentlemen, hello, welcome. We are here again. I am loaded into the game. I'm trying to be a professional about things. I am loaded into the game. I did do some grinding today. I don't want to call it grinding. It was more so resource gathering and some base maintenance and things of that nature. Housekeeping, I guess, is the best way to put it. But welcome in. Hope you guys have been enjoying this series. I was on fire yesterday, quite literally. But yeah, so there we go. Rich may join us later. Haven't heard from him today, so he might be, resting, or he might have stuff to do, but we're going to get in. I'm going to show you the grinding that I did. And just like at the end of last episode, I guess you can say, I am still very much interested in getting a griffin. So that may be what we do. You know what I'm saying? But let me go ahead and bring y'all in. Again, hope y'all are doing well. Okay. Now let me turn this off. Okay. Hold on. Put that back up. But yeah, hope everyone... Nope. Make that smaller. There we go. Beautiful. Okay. All right. We're in. Okay, it is daytime. He's still sleeping with his feet under. So I'm not gonna do that because that's like personal space. The 3 dinos that were getting bred yesterday, the 2 RGs and the PT. When I logged in today, they were like at 1,000 food, like each. So I went and got them some stuff, make sure they were completely fed. I put them in dino balls, and then I actually put them on Rich's character. Like, I put the dino balls on his character. So they're good to go. They were grown up. They were just sitting there. So yeah. So here's what I did. I took the Anki out and I took the beaver out. We didn't have any flint. So I went out and got some flint. The reason you see wood in there is because I took the beaver out. Okay, so I put the wood I got in there, I put the wood I got in there, and I put the rest of it in there. So we got plenty of wood. We got wood. Yeah, so like I said, I went out to get flint. I actually had more flint than that, but I went ahead and turned it all into spark powder. There were probably maybe 8-9 more stacks of 100 of spark powder. I spread everything. Spread everything out. As you can see, I got a bunch of narco berries. Um, there's still more. We actually ran out of stone in here, which is why we don't have. Uh, See how it does it? It just literally, it just made a stack of 100. It just made another stack of 100. So it churns it out, dude. Um, so I put this in here for some more narco berries. I did put spoiled meat on me. Yep, for this purpose. Um, I stopped for like, I stopped going out specifically to get narco berries, but every once in a while it's just kind of like muscle memory to take the narco berries, to take the major berries, and drop every other berry and stuff like that. So it's very much muscle memory at that point. Yeah, there you go. So yeah, that's that. Um, I put more in here. Put more of the spark powder in here. It had like 100, and then it had like 16 in it or whatever. So I left that one just on. I put the most in that one because that's kind of like in the middle of everything. Um, I'll probably tell him again, but I emptied out the salvage station because he had a bunch of materials in here from just stuff he was putting in here to break down. It was like over 1,000 metal. It was some crystal in there, wood, thatch, stone, all of that stuff. Hide, keratin, all that stuff. So I just took it and basically just emptied it out. I don't know how to salvage that. I tried, but it is what it is. My pick, I went out to get pick. Well, essentially what happened was I went out with the Anki to get flint, but it was only getting metal. So I have about, so I'll show you what happened, because I was confused. It's right here. So it had about 500 metal. I had to look it up online because I didn't know you could do it, which set it to metal, I believe, is what happened. So I had to set it to flint, and that's how I got all the flint that you see in the box and the ones that turned into spark powder. Because I couldn't figure out what was going on, I started using my stone axe. The plan was for me to upgrade to the metal stuff, but I'm not gonna just throw these away. That's just not me. I'm weird like that. So that's why I still have a stone axe with a metal hatchet in my inventory. When I have a reason to use the hatchet, I'll use the hatchet, and then when it breaks, I'll do what I did before. I put it in there, put it into the salvage thing, took the materials, put it in the box. I don't want to waste anything. So I will say, there was two things. I was looking at this space right here. The industrial grinder. Now, here's the thing. You can see the requirements that it has in it, right? The requirements that it needs to make it. But so the reason I was even looking into this is because I couldn't figure out how to get flint, and I was looking it up, and they said one of the things you can do is take stone, put it in a grinder, and it turns into flint. So I was literally ready to make this because I couldn't figure out how to get flint with the Anki. I was so confused. But once I looked up the whole harvesting setting thing, I was okay. So I'm like, we could use it, of course, but I want the grill. I'm used to having the grill. Y'all saw it in my base before. It takes nothing to make. I'm trying to think what was special about the grill, because there was something that you could do in the... There's something special about the grill. Cooked meat, cooked prime meat, cooked fish, cooked prime meat. It's mass cooking. It does require gasoline. So it's just mass cooking. That's what it was. You can cook basically stacks at a time. That's what it was. Place oil in a refining forge to create gasoline. 6 oil, 5 hide in a refining forge. So in the industrial forge, can you make oil in here as well? I am lagging. I am rubber banding. What is happening? Okay. This is definitely lagging. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see if that works. Well, not entirely private, but just because I mentioned it before. Rich is a little under the weather, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get my Griffin today. Let's continue with the base maintenance. Um, okay. So when I came in earlier today, just to kind of like, you know, maintenance. Speaking of which, this thing had about 14,000 food left because the box, the feeding trough, was empty. So I'll get to that in a second. But this thing had over 100 oil, so I took it out and put it where it needed to go. And this is what, yeah. See, this is perfect. This is perfect. So I took the fertilizer out. He's fine. Yeah, his food is all the way up. Because if he's not eating, he can't poop, basically. Is why, because the dung beetle had no poop in it whatsoever. So I'll show you what was going on with my thing here. So I did plant something, and I've been filling these up, as you can see. They're 9 out of 10. That is fertilizer. They're 9 out of 10. That's how That's just how I plant. It lasts quite literally forever. It's faster to do it this way. So yeah. So yeah, so all of my stuff is almost ready to go. So it's just those last two, which will probably get done today anyway. So I planted majo berries. I planted them earlier today. I don't remember if I took a stack out of here. I think all I did was take out the fertilizer. I took out, like, it's still working off of the first fertilizer, and it's already got 300. This had 9 in it. I'll probably fill it back up. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. But that's the idea. That's the idea. So this is kind of like a forever farm kind of thing. So I'm going to. I haven't counted. I haven't gotten around to doing the math yet, but I did go out with the trike as well to get some seeds. I am rubber banding, dude. I'm probably going to have to reload. Probably gonna reload my game. So these are the seeds that I got. So I mean, just from looking at it right there, there's 12 of them there, and I have what, 16 spots? That's not all the seeds. That's 4. Yeah. So I got 16 spots. And there's 12 seeds. I already have the major berry. That's not all of them. I need the the citronal, which we have downstairs. Let me, you know what? It says there are 15 types of seeds. So I got Majo. The yellow one is Armor Berry. There's that. Got that. Azul Berry is that one. Okay. Majo is that. Narco Berry is that. Stem is this. Tinto. Tinto Berry's there. The Citronal. Long Grass. Rock Carrot. Sarva Root. Oh, and the plant species XYZ thingy. So I need the citronal. And that's pretty much it. Yeah, those are those are seeds specific to other maps. Yeah. Yeah, so the only one I'm missing is citronal. Yeah. So I waited pretty much for me to be full up on fertilizer to start planting. Cuz I mean, again, that's just me. That's me. I know, you know, everybody has their own, you know, I don't want to call them idiosyncrasies, but you know, everybody has their own thing. That's just one of mine. I like to be as prepared as I can before I start something, so I don't have to stop it. You know what I mean? Things may come up once I start or whatever, but I like to be as prepared as I can before I start. So, Oh, check on the oil. Did it make oil? It made gasoline. It actually did it. Huh. Oil and hide. It did it. It did it. I did it. Okay. There you go. Okay. Well, you can see what's in my inventory, the 2 dinos that are in my inventory. This was basically my hunting pack. This was my gathering pack. Because I went out there basically and got everything. I got more meat. It doesn't look like a whole lot because I spoiled some of it. I had to feed the 3 dinos that I was telling y'all about. They ate quite literally probably about 10 stacks between the 3 of them because they were all like missing like 5,000 to 7,000 food each. So yeah, I didn't want to. We got space for it, so I might go out and do some meat gathering. It's possible. It's possible. It's possible. It's possible. I almost brought back a carbo animus, I guess is what you call it, because I was going out for meat and I killed one. And I didn't realize it had a baby with it, and I, like, my heartstrings started to like get plucked. I felt kind of bad about it. So I almost brought one back. There was 2 elephants. I kind of got stuck on the. I was on the beaver. And there were 2 elephants over. There were 2 elephants over that way. They were over there by those trees over there in that clearing. Because that's where I was. Obviously, you can see the trees over there, so that's where I was getting wood and stuff like that. I kind of got stuck on one of the aloes, but they ended up not like coming over there, and I checked their levels anyway. They were like 20 and 50. It was 2 of them. It was 20 and 50. I had 2 aloes, 3 RGs, and the beaver. So yeah. So what I'm going to do, I'm not going to do a lot because this is definitely, you know, oh, let me go over here. My bad. This is, a duo series, and I mean that in every light of the, thing. So I'm not going to be doing a lot today. Probably get off a little early because of it. And we'll just pick it up next weekend. So what I am going to do here, let me check. Let me do this. I need to do this for my brain's sake. I'm gonna put lights in this hallway because if this is my space, I'm definitely gonna put lights in this hallway. All right. Yeah. Yeah. So that side is completely full. 9, 9, 2, and 0. So we need 11. Okay. He probably has like 2 downstairs now. Okay. I'm not gonna put any more Majo berries in the box thing here. I'm not gonna put any more Majo berries because I don't think he needs to eat anymore. Yeah, he's got 2. Yep, that's what I thought. Okay, so now we just need the 9. Which we will have by the time... Um, which we will have by the time we get off today. I know it's dark, guys. I know. Wait, what? Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. Yeah. So that one needs 5. That one needs 9. So we need 14. I don't know where I get... I need 9. I had to. It was 9 and 7, which is 16. So now I need... What is that? 9, 5. Now I need 14. Wrong math. Anyway. So... The grill is just stacks. What can you do with the grinder? What is... What is it for? What does it do? Not the forge. I said grind. I typed grinder because I wanted to see grinder. Why did... It auto-corrected to grinder. Imagine? Alright, what can we do with the grinder? It takes gasoline. Yeah, I got that. Put gasoline, yeah. Grind up wood or stone. You can grind wood into thatch. You can grind stone into flint. Is that it? Grinding down anything that would give polymer instead gives organic polymer. Grinding down anything that will result in more than 100 of a type of resource will result in 100 type of set. Huh? I don't know what that means. So it's literally... The grinder can grind up many crafted items such as tools, weapons, armor, structures, and saddles. Doing so will result... What am I reading? I can't read right now. Doing so Doing so will return a quarter of the cost of each resource used to craft the item, rounded up, but capped at 100% of each resource. So the grinder is not efficient in salvaging. That's why we have the salvage station. So it's literally... So yeah, the recipes is literally just wood to... 1 wood equals 5 thatch, 2 stone equals 1 flint. We don't really need it. What did I make in the grill, though? I specifically remembered, like, needing the grill for something. Ah, the industrial grill is indispensable for cooking the large quantities of prime meat obtained from an alpha creature before it spoils. So it'll cook all those out, like... So it'll cook all that like prime meat and stuff. One piece of gasoline will keep the grill burning for 40 minutes. Cooked prime meat, cooked meat. So yeah, so this was for fast cooking. So here's what I'm gonna do. I want to see because he mentioned that whole fireplace thing, which I mean, it is what it is. It's a mod. I mean, I'm one for realism, as much of it as you can get. Um, Cooking meat in a fireplace isn't realistic to me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a stack of meat. Yeah, that's the best one we have. And take some out of here. Yeah, just take that. Take a stack of meat. Light fire. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Let's see how fast it cooks it. It looks like it's just like a regular. Yeah. Okay. So, you know what I'm gonna do? Because if it's the same thing, if it's virtually the same thing, if it's no faster, okay, there's one. Uh, that's a, it's slightly faster. Unless it was auto crafting already. Hold on. My game is lagging. I'm about to, all right, that's two. I'm about to walk into the fire. So it's faster than the fireplace. I mean, it's faster than the campfire. But only slightly. Yeah, slightly faster. It's gonna add up over time. Yeah, it's gonna add up over time, but it's only slightly faster. It's slightly faster. Yeah. Yep. Okay. Now, I don't know what I was doing with that. Okay. Um. Wait. Okay. There we go. Okay. Now. Oh yeah. Take that as well. What game is crafting B? Build. Lightyear Frontier. That's what I was just playing. Oops. Wrong button. Oh my god. There we go. There's something I can make in there too. Like I'm remembering all my old tricks. Cause like the stuff I do is very intentional. I don't just randomly like just put stuff. In addition to preserving food, the preserving bin can make cooked meat jerky, prime meat jerky. That's how you do. You make jerky with it. Cooked meat jerky, prime meat jerky. Preserving bin is basically the is the predecessor to getting a fridge. Once you get a fridge, then you don't have to worry about spark powder and stuff like that. But the fridge doesn't do the jerky. See what I'm saying? The yeah, yeah. So the oil. That's what it is. It's oil that needs to be in there. I guess it was the right one. I just didn't think it was. Hold on. 'Cause I put some. Yeah. Gonna get more for when we need it. I don't want to false advertise, so let me take that out of the title. Okay. We're good there. That can be there. That there. Okay. So this is basically the base maintenance stuff that I was telling you guys about. I don't know why there's a fridge here. Do I have? Nope, we don't have it here either. Citronal. So he planted all the citronal we had. Okay. Oh, that's why there's a fridge here, because... Wait, is this mine? It is! What the crap? Wait a minute. Did I go up the wrong way? See, this is why I need light. I thought I was in the bedroom. I thought I was off the bedroom. This is why we need light. This isn't even the way to get in here. This wall doesn't need to be here, I'm gonna be honest. There was citronal over somewhere. Is there... There is a seed. I'm wondering if I take this seed out. You see why I do the fertilizer? Because he's got 150 here. Well, it might be the time that it takes. I wonder if I take out the seed, will it produce another seed? Let me see something. So yeah, it should produce another seed. I think it only produces one seed at a time. I'm gonna look at it before I get off, make sure I didn't like mess something up. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna plant this. I promise you I'm gonna light it up. I'm gonna plant this here, because this is good to go. There you go. This is how I plant my stuff. This is how I do my stuff. 9 fertilizer, 1 seed. It begins to... See, it takes the seed out of the thing, but as long as it's not full to start, it can go over the storage limit. So, for example, I took it out, but this would have had 4 more fertilizer in it, but still had the 300 Majo berries with the seed being there. So that's the idea behind it. So I'm going to plant that only because I don't know what's going to happen with that. And I don't want to mess anything up. Okay. So now, ladies and gentlemen, what we are going to do we're going to put this stuff away. And I'm going to go get my griffin. I wish it had something like this game, and I'm pretty sure it does. I wish it had something along the lines of 7 Days to Die and Conan, where it has like, and I'm pretty sure it does. It's probably a mod where like you can deposit. You don't have to like do it one at a time. You can just be like, hey, this is the wood, this is the flint box. I want to deposit all the flint I have in my inventory into the box. So you don't have to do it one at a time or whatever, whatever. I need a PT. You have 1400 health? I don't. That's better. Yeah, this is the one I took out last time. So, that's what we're gonna do. Okay. I don't have anything crazy heavy on me, do I? No. Just in case. Nobody's invincible. Yeah, so he had these in the throw it away thing. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put these somewhere specific. Special items. I'm gonna put because I'm all for it. I'll use them. I will absolutely use them. Okay, I'm gonna carry my RG on me just in case. My RG's set to let me get you some food. We're not gonna be gone that long. Look at you, already halfway, bro. This is like you are. What's the other one's weight, man? I'll monitor the health. What's the other one's weight? 280. No, 350. Yes. Come, because like there's another one here. Oh, this probably has some levels though. 182, 160, 226. So these are the ones that he said he didn't really want to keep. So what I'm gonna do, I'll put you back. Before I do that, just to be safe, I'm gonna reload my game. Just to be safe. Like, no, I'm gonna quit like the whole thing. Okay. Because that whole rubber banding thing and lagging thing, I don't have any reason why it should be lagging. Close down some of my programs. Yeah, that's done. Oops. That's done. That's done. Okay, so what we're gonna do, I'm gonna grab, the RG. I'm gonna grab one of those PTs out of the top. I'm gonna pump the weight and the health, cause like, even though they are in the boxes, they're still, I guess, somehow counting as if they're out somehow. So like the beaver had a bunch of levels on it. The trike that I took out also had a bunch of levels on it. So I'm gonna hope that's the same thing. And I'm gonna pump some health into it so that it doesn't die, because I am gonna have to, like, that's part of the taming process. I'm gonna have to take hits. But I'm also gonna pump weight into it, because like I hopped on the dude's thing and he's like over half weight. And when they get over half, they start flying slow. See, this is what happens when but I have my stuff in my hand. Oh, it's loading in. I'll give it a second. I'll give it a second. Yep, yep. I will give you a second. Give you your time. Okay. Okay. All right, here we go. Zoe goes in 9. I don't really need anything else. Not right now. I said I was gonna make that gun. I might do that too. There's a way to make it in here, right? What's the difference? Capture hit targets like you would with a dino ball? What? Captures hit target. What's the difference? Uses crystal or dino balls as ammo. Huh? It's both the same thing, so why? What's the difference? Oh, one's a prototype, one's the actual weapon. Anyway, let's look at... Okay, so you see he has 1100 health, which is good, and 220... Okay, so, okay. Yeah, so this is the one I would take out. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Let's see if this... Because I think 176... Okay. You have no levels. That has 500 health. Alright. This is what we're dealing with. Sucks a lot, but whatever. We'll deal with it. We'll deal with it. So you're passive. That's good. You follow me just in case I get knocked off for any reason. We have to go south. Which is that way. So, okay. All right, let's double check the Let's see. There's nothing in the area except for Those two trikes are still here. Well, I see one of them. The other trike probably somewhere. Okay. Okay. Carbon. Okay, so it's peaceful over here. All right. Here we go. We're off to get a griffin. I have food. I have water. I'm upset that it's half weight on this thing. What the heck was that? It's an RG. RG's going fishing. Cool, I guess. I'm gonna... Safe to say that that's an RG right there? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It's a bear over there. No. If you would land when I say land, we wouldn't be... Land. Thank you. There's something in front of me. I heard it. I don't know what it is. Yeah. Hear that? Don't know what that is. Don't want to know. Moving on. Oh my god, it's the bear fighting one of those things. I did see that earlier today. Like the little the Sprout X thing that we saved for him yesterday. I did see one of those things outside our main base right there, fighting two Dillos. What are those glowing crystals? I'm curious. We're safe. All right, hold on. There you go. I don't want to. There you go. There you go. You stay there. Just regular crystal. Okay. Is that a Dimorphodon? It is. Yes, it is. Is that Pelagornis? Why does that look different? What is that? Is that an Archie? It's just a different... It is. Wow. Okay, so it was just a different shade. It just looked really different. All right. It despawned. I was looking at the thing in the back. Yeah, that right there. It's an RG there. RG.